Hello everyone. Today we're going to dive into the fascinating world of a tiny but incredibly important machine component, the bearing. Did you know that every day we interact with bearings without even realizing it? From the bicycle you ride to work, to the washing machine in your home, or even the ceiling fan spinning above your head right now, bearings are everywhere. Let's embark on a journey to explore the marvelous world of bearings. Did you know that bearings have a history of over 500 years? Yes, you heard that right. The concept of bearings can be traced back to the 17th century when the genius Leonardo da Vinci sketched the first ideas of ball bearings in his drawings. However, it wasn't until the late 19th century that modern bearings were truly born. In 1883, a French engineer named Jules Serret invented the ball bearing using small steel balls. This was considered a significant turning point in the history of bearing development. But why are bearings so important? Imagine a world without bearings. Machine parts would rub against each other, causing terrible noise, consuming more energy, and wearing out quickly. Bearings are like silent heroes, helping to reduce friction and support the rotational movement of parts in machinery. Did you know that modern bearings can achieve efficiency up to 98%? This means only 2% of energy is lost as heat. Isn't that amazing? If you find this information interesting, leave a comment with multiple number ones. Now, let's delve into the structure of a bearing. It consists of an outer ring, an inner ring, balls or rollers, a cage, and seals. Each part has its own role, working together to create a small machine that operates perfectly. Can you imagine that a small bearing can contain dozens of balls? Each of these balls must be manufactured with extremely high precision. Speaking of precision, did you know that in the manufacturing process, the balls in a bearing must be made with a tolerance of only 0.0001 inch? That's a precision equivalent to 1/4 the diameter of a human hair. Incredible, isn't it? If you find this interesting, give this video a like. Now, let's take a journey through 5 prominent countries in the bearing manufacturing industry. First, we'll visit Japan, home to giants like NSK, NTN, and Koyo. Japan is famous for its advanced bearing technology, especially ceramic bearings and high-temperature bearings. Did you know that ceramic bearings can withstand temperatures up to 1000 degshi? That's hot enough to melt aluminum. Next, we'll head to Germany, home of Schaeffler, the famous manufacturer of FAG and INA bearings. German bearing products are renowned for their high durability and load-bearing capacity. Can you imagine a bearing that can withstand a load of up to 1 million newtons? That's equivalent to the weight of 100 African elephants. Our next stop takes us to Sweden, home of SKF, one of the world's largest bearing manufacturers. SKF stands out for its innovation and high product quality. They're leading the development of smart bearing solutions and integrated sensor technology. Can you imagine a bearing that can report its own operating condition? That's the technology SKF is developing. Our next destination is China, the country that produces the largest number of bearings in the world. Companies like Harbin Bearing, ZWZ, and LIC are supplying bearings for both domestic and export markets. Did you know that China produces over 20 billion bearings each year? That's enough to provide 2 bearings for every person on Earth. Finally, we'll visit the USA, home to Timken, one of the world's leading bearing manufacturers. Timken is famous for its high-quality bearings for applications in the oil and gas, mining, and transportation industries. Did you know that a Timken bearing can operate continuously for over 100,000 hours? That's equivalent to more than 11 years of continuous operation. Now let's explore some interesting applications of bearings. In the automotive industry, a typical car can have 100 to 150 different bearings. From wheels to steering systems, engines and gearboxes, bearings are present everywhere. In the aviation industry, a jet engine can contain up to 200 different bearings. These bearings must withstand extremely high temperatures and rotation speeds of up to 2.5 million dN. dN is a measurement of bearing rotation speed. Did you know that bearings are also used in medical devices? In CT scan machines, bearings help ensure the precise movement of the X-ray tube, contributing to accurate diagnostic images. In the wind energy industry, a large wind turbine can contain up to 500 different bearings, from small bearings in the gearbox to massive 2-meter diameter bearings supporting the blade movement. But what does the future hold for bearings? Scientists and engineers are researching and developing new types of bearings, such as magnetic bearings and contactless bearings. Can you imagine a bearing operating without physical contact? That's the operating principle of magnetic bearings. These types of bearings can operate at extremely high speeds, up to 500,000 RPM, with almost no friction. Another trend in the bearing industry is the development of smart bearings. These bearings are integrated with sensors that can monitor temperature, rotation speed, and vibration, helping to predict and prevent failures before they occur. Can you imagine a factory where all machines are equipped with these smart bearings? That's the vision of Industry 4.0. Finally, I want to share an interesting fact with you. Did you know that the largest bearing in the world has a diameter of 9.2 meters and weighs 15 tons? This gigantic bearing is used in a huge excavator in Germany. It's so big you could ride a bicycle inside it. So there you have it. We've explored the wonderful world of bearings together, from its history and structure to its modern applications and future. Bearings, although small, play a crucial role in our daily lives. Every time you drive a car, use a washing machine, or even open a refrigerator, remember that there are bearings working hard to make our lives easier. If you found this video interesting and informative, leave a comment with multiple number ones. And if you think we need to improve our content, give us a like or subscribe to support us. Thank you for watching until the end. See you in the next video.